Why do most African farmers stay poor? They wake up at 4 a.m., they work under the hot sun, they cultivate acres of land, they harvest tons of produce, yet at the end of the season they are broke. It's not because they are lazy, it's not because agriculture is useless, and it's not because Africa cannot feed itself. So what is really happening? Today, let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. Welcome to Farm Smart with Vinmak. If you care about agriculture, agribusiness, and building wealth in Africa, you are in the right place. Let's break down why most African farmers remain poor, and more importantly, how to break the cycle. 1. Selling raw, earning little. The first reason is simple. Most farmers sell raw produce. They grow maize and sell maize. They grow tomatoes and sell tomatoes. They grow cassava and sell cassava. But the real money is not in raw production. The real money is in processing. One bag of maize may sell for a modest price, but when processed into flour, animal feed, packaged meal or starch, the value multiplies. When farmers remain only producers and never become processors, they stay at the bottom of the value chain, and the bottom of the value chain is where the smallest profit lives. 2. The middlemen trap. The second reason is the dominance of middlemen. A farmer harvests today. He needs money immediately. He has no storage, he has no transport, so he sells at whatever price is offered. Middlemen understand market timing. They store, they transport, they wait for price increases, they negotiate with urban buyers. The farmer takes the risk, the middleman takes the profit. Until farmers organize into cooperatives or structured marketing groups, this imbalance continues. In many African countries, post-harvest losses can reach alarming levels. Grains spoil, tomatoes rot, vegetables perish. Without cold storage, silos, drying facilities, or basic warehousing, farmers are forced into distress sales. Imagine producing wealth and watching it decay because you cannot preserve it. Storage is not a luxury, storage is power. The person who controls storage controls price timing. Many farmers are good at farming, but not trained in business. They don't calculate cost per acre properly, they don't track input costs accurately, they don't separate household money from farm money, so at the end of the season they think they made profit. But in reality, they only rotated money. Agriculture must move from survival farming to financial farming. If you cannot calculate your cost of production, your break-even point, your projected margin, then you are operating blind, and blind businesses rarely build wealth. Most smallholder farmers depend solely on rainfall. When the rains delay, income delays. When the rains fail, income collapses. Without irrigation, farming remains a gamble, and investors do not invest in gambling systems. Climate-smart agriculture, irrigation schemes and water harvesting systems are not optional anymore, they are essential. Many farmers operate on very small plots. Small land means small output. Small output means weak negotiation power. When 10 farmers with 1 acre each sell individually, buyers dictate price. But when they aggregate into 50 or 100 acres collectively, power shifts. Scale changes the conversation. This one is sensitive. Many farmers see farming as something they do because they have no alternative. When agriculture is seen as punishment instead of enterprise, innovation disappears. But when farming is treated like a structured business, a growth vehicle, a generational wealth tool, everything changes. The wealthiest players in agriculture are not always the ones holding the hoe. They are the ones managing systems. So how do we break the cycle? Let's talk solutions. Move into value addition, even small-scale processing. Form strong cooperatives for bargaining power, invest in storage collectively, learn financial management and record keeping, explore irrigation and climate-smart methods, build market linkages before planting. Production without a market strategy is planning to struggle. Africa does not have poor farmers because agriculture is bad. Farmers stay poor because they are stuck at the lowest value point. They lack structure, they lack systems. But that can change. Agriculture is not a poverty activity. It is a wealth industry if structured properly. The question is not whether farming pays. The question is, are you farming smart? If this video challenged your thinking, share it with a farmer, an agribusiness student, or a policymaker. Subscribe to Farm Smart with Vinmak. Let's build wealth in African agriculture intelligently. See you in the next video.